So here's the Greyhound Scenicruiser, and we'll give you guys a quick tour of the inside. So as I come in, hello. All right, the driver's area is pretty stock on it, and it is an automatic, and they use the regular gear shifter to select gears. So that's a pretty ingenious way of keeping it like that. And then as we come in here,
sneak out.
do these, well, do you want to narrate what we have so you can explain things or no?
You can.
Well, I don't really know what you guys
side.
got. So these fold into beds?
Yeah. Trifolds. And they meet in the middle and it makes a big queen.
Oh, wow. And then you kept the original bathroom.
Yeah.
And then do you guys have is it a shower in there too, or do you use the shower in the back?
Shower's in the rear.
Okay.
You can peek in there if you want.
Is it okay to open the bathroom door?
Just a mop.
Oh yeah, you really kept it pretty original in there. Just a new modern RV toilet. And as you come up here, does this fold into a bed as well?
It does. And Talbot will probably sleep in the recliner.
That had to be fun to fit through the door.
The back comes off.
So
It's warm.
we have a nice kitchen. And then an RV fridge. Is it 12? Is it three-way fridge or two-way, or you don't know?
Refrigerator and
Meaning,
freezer.
does it run
Gas and electric.
gas and electric? Okay. So it's 12 volt and 110 and gas and propane.
Sure.
Okay, so that's a three-way. And then you have the big bedroom in the back,
You're next to the shower.
and then the shower with the drop-down floor in there, so you can stand in there good, because it has the Scenicruisers have the raised aisles, and it's best to always leave them because they are structural support of the bus. So we have two air conditioners, and they've been able to run both of them with our power out here, which we did put in 220 30 amp that comes down here to the pad. So it's nice and open and great big bus. Not all of the axles have these little puller where you can put a bolt in here and use it as its own puller to get it off. There's a lot of crap in there. But when they do have them, it's nice. It makes it a little easier because of the tapers that hold it in. Really bite it hard. I don't see any metal. We replaced the oil seal there on that wheel. This is the good kind where it spins on itself, not on the seal surface. That's good. 63 bucks I think it was from O'Reilly's. So they're definitely not cheap. So we freed up that emergency shutdown. It had been seized on there. We used a bunch of WD-40 and working it back and forth, and got the flapper valve here. There's a flapper in here that shuts the air off, and we were able to free that up. The solenoid works, we confirmed it, but it wasn't getting any power from the front. Turns out it was a bad switch. We replaced the switch in the front, and it does now work. So he does have an operating emergency shutdown now. A lot of times that'll accidentally get tripped and the bus won't start or run, and people don't know why. And that's the first thing you always want to check, because if there's no air getting to it, it can't run. We've got the new exhaust back on. And we had a muffler shop weld up the muffler, like 40 bucks for them to weld it, so hopefully that'll be good. We're going to start it in here, and hopefully the exhaust leak is gone. going to check the transmission fluid here. You got to check it while it's running because it's an automatic, and it's way back over here. Normally there's a huge fan here that would be spinning and want to kill you while you checked it. So since we have the fan off, this is the time to check it. So we're going to start it up here, and I'm going to check it. Looks like it's got Transcend in it, but it's just a little bit above the cold line there. So okay. Will you have her turn them off again for me for just a second? Okay. Going off. We need to measure that because that is a long distance.
Okay, I'll get it. This one you're saying?
Yep.
All right.
So if you just measure it
4 1/4. Exactly.
to the middle of the to the nut. Okay.
Yeah, to the nut. 4 1/4 to the nut.
Okay.
Is that what measurement you want?
Yeah, I'm gonna have her flip this. She knows where the switch is to put that on.
Yeah. Let me make sure mine.
And just watch yourself because that is going to come out of there, so don't have your fingers where they can get pinched or something.
Yeah, 4 1/4.
Okay. Hey.
Good.
You want to ask her?
April?
Yeah.
Now flip the parking brake on again.
Okay, now measure it.
5 1/2. Wait, yeah, 5 1/2, almost exactly. 4 1/4 to 5 1/2.
So that's 1 1/4 inches?
Now that's 4 now. Let's see, what did I say? 4 1/4?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 1/4 inches. 4 1/4. It's a little bit more than 5 1/2. It's still growing right now. It's
Yeah.
It's now another 1/8.
Okay, so we're still within spec. You're okay. So they are adjusted good.
Well, for what it's
It just-
worth, we have to assume it's in. It's all the way forward.
Just, you're going to want to get on it.
It's floored.
Okay.
Probably not capable of spinning its own wheels.
No,
is it?
it's not.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know. That was the steepest part.
Yeah. It's a little steep on this thing here. Just stay on the throttle.
Yeah. Right on going up.
Yep. And then, yep, you got it. Back off a little bit on the throttle. Oops.
Oh, I don't want you to fall out here. I mean, like, that would make it very
So you
nice
want to be
video.
kind of over this way a little bit because you're going to back up and send your ass over where we were just at there. Right about there. You got it. So I would say that was a really good test.
Yeah,
and it wasn't smoking like crazy. I was looking out back, so
Okay.
it did good.
Okay, here's the feel method. So we find there's
Should just
neutral
be-
probably.
Yep.
And there's reverse. Yeah, indicators are going to be in my future. You know what?
Probably start swinging all the way.
All the way. Okay. How do I look?
You're looking good over here.
Am I going to swing soon enough? That's something. That's going to be a learning curve too.
I think you got it. You're getting one shot. I used to have my bus parked where you're at right now, and you had to do it in 2 moves.
You're right in front of you is still good, right?
Yep. Plenty. Yeah, you're perfectly fine over here. You're going right in the good spot.
The gravel, it looks like.
Yep.
Well, that's kind of reassuring to me to know that it will make it up a hill like that.
Yeah, that's
really is.
You're not going to come across a hill like that on the road.
Yeah, never. I wouldn't think.
No.
What do you suppose that grade is?
Now watch this corner here.
it.
Don't
Yep.
clip it too close. So
Right.
steer this way, and you'll be good. Thank God for that, right? That steering wheel.
Are they illegal?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Someone told me they were in vehicles, but
Oh. Oh.
you know, but I know
I had one in my bus, but it broke.
I think it's worth $1
So you're
million.
going to want to go ahead and stop right here real quick.
Okay.
Push it all the way back down into low again,
Okay.
because otherwise the transmission will shift into a higher gear.
Right, and this is what I'm gonna have to watch with.
So don't pump
Third-
don't pump the brakes either. You have air brakes and you got a certain amount of air, so you can just keep a little pressure if you need to, but don't be letting on and off.
Don't let it completely off. Okay.
I would give a little brake here just to slow down a little. There you go.
I was trying to see if the tranny would pull.
Really first gear is torque converter, so it's not a whole lot of resistance like a manual gear would be. But it is better than, otherwise it would have shifted up into second and then third, and you would have been going 85 mile an hour by the time you got to the bottom here. But yeah, you're
Yay!
it's doing
So
great.
far, so good.
Oh yeah. If you would have backed up the drive another 2 bus lengths, you would have had more of a running start at it. It would have climbed the hill even faster too. But you heard how it was running up high RPM. It wasn't able to lug it down or anything.
You know what I might have to do while I'm going through this learning curve is leave that damn air off, because it's really hard to hear a motor.
Oh yeah.
You know, maybe like when I come into mountains or whatever, just deal with the heat. 'Cause it's probably a lot of what was going on for me, as you couldn't hear shit.
Yep.
I'm gonna feel the shift this time on my own. I don't like the fact that this could go into reverse when you hit. You know,
Yeah.
like if somebody jammed it in.
Yeah. If you had a dog with you or something like that,
Yeah.
just be careful in the corner here. Go wide.
So, not wide enough?
Yep.
All right.
I would stay kind of wide because you're going to want to turn to the right. This is all hard pack.
Okay,
So
that's the question I had for
okay. Why don't you go ahead and stop before you pull out? Okay.
you. All right, and away we go, huh?
So what year was your service station built in? Do you know?
I never tracked it down completely.
It looks like 30s or something
Yeah,
with the Art
'cause
Deco.
There was 2. If you ever visit, I'll show you that the lift was outside, and the original building inside of it was in the 30s, and there's a building inside a building.
Ah.
That doesn't look real good, does it? I've been
No.
there long.
It's been there, yeah, since right after we bought the property. That tree came down.
They don't do anything fast here.
The town cut it off of the road, but it's not their job to get it off of the line. So
That's crazy.
this is such a beautiful drive back here.
Isn't it? Yep, you've scored a nice place.
So we're going to turn left out of here because you won't be able to make the right.
Is that for a fact?
You will not make the right hand turn.
Okay.
Yeah, even if you go into oncoming traffic, you cannot make it.
Yeah. Plus that ravine there makes it interesting, yeah.
Yeah. Speed limit's going to be 30 on this hill coming up here.
All right, now, but a hill like this, no downshifting?
You would. as long as you're not heavy on the throttle, but you still don't want to lug it too much. So yeah, if it starts lugging, then you're going to want it to go down a gear.
See, it
But
went
there,
down on
yeah,
its
that's
own there.
perfect.
That wasn't me.
Yeah, no, that was great though that it did that.
Temperature 150, everything looks normal.
Good.
I'm sure we're not charging. So now, saying that's not too much luck for you, in your opinion.
No, you're still okay there. Starting to get a little.
Let me try it once, just so it feels like go down one.
You probably have to go down 2 because it was already down 1.
Don't do it. Did you hear it?
Go no, go 1 more.
I'm all the way to the front.
Oh,
That's not good.
there it goes.
Is that 2 or
That's yeah. Just
that's
go ahead.
granny?
Yeah.
Go back up. See, I'd never.
Well, you probably want granny here anyways for this because it's pretty steep and you're going slow.
Still got me. Yeah, I didn't like how that acted.
It should have waited. Yeah, it should have done it long before it did.
Because I moved it 3.
Are we gonna turn left here and go around the square?
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. That's going to be interesting. You might see me doing some linkage change.
I think they want to go for a ride. Honk your horn.
Forget it. Have you been here long enough where they've seen your bus a few times or not really?
A few people have. Yeah.
No smoke that I see.
You can probably go back to regular drive.
Yeah. That.
This corner, they'll stick to the far outside.
Gotcha. What, let's find where it's at. See, that's 2 clicks. Now, hang on a second. I'm going to rev it and see if I'm still in gear. Yeah, that's odd, Scott.
Yeah.
Now, let's see if I'm out. Yeah, that's 3 clicks forward and it didn't go down. So I got to do some, that Allison should have, shouldn't it?
It should have. Because there was like a 20-second, 30-second delay.
Yeah.
Oh, you got green light.
It's like the movement there was a lot, you know?
Just make sure you don't curb it over here.
I can see it.
Give this guy the thank you wave.
Yep. Getting used to it. Distance.
So I'll have you turn back on my road, and then I think we'll go up the hill again and turn it around and then back it onto the pad. So tomorrow when you leave, you can just pull out. How's that?
Other than I took a car too.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll still be easier to pull up and hook the car up, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Whatever you want to do. I just thought.
Brakes are a little more touchy if you're wondering.
Oh, yeah. I meant to tell you that they were going to be.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm not that inexperienced. It's just I just touch them and they grip.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was going to tell you since we adjusted them, they're going to be much more sensitive. Yeah, you should feel like you want to throw your passengers through the windshield with them.
Yeah, because I was just like putting my pinky toe on them, and when you were saying let out, I'm like, wait a minute. Now I realize why. So these are capable of sliding then,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good thing.
I every once in a while in wet weather, I'll even lock up my steer tires on wet pavement. It rides and handles really nice. It feels really good in here.
Yeah, no, I always thought, that's why I was so disgusted with what happens. I always thought it drives easy. It's not difficult, you know?
Yeah.
Not at all.
And it feels real responsive even with 7 cylinders, so that's good too. That means that the weight of your conversion is not crazy. Just watch out for this big rock.
Yeah. Has anyone clipped it yet?
Nope.
I don't want that to ever happen. Let's see it. So you can see how close we get. Yep. Alright.
So go ahead and go back down to low. Did you want to go up the hill and then turn?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. It should have more power this time too, and if you hit it with a little more speed, it'll be a lot better too.
See now? It's all the way forward. You think that's in low? I don't think it is.
Slow down a little bit. Go ahead and stop right here. Okay. Now just get on it and just go. Let's see what happens.
You think that's low?
It has to be. Yeah, it wouldn't pull off like that.
So it'll have more power because it's warm?
It's warm, yeah. Just, you got the pedals all the way down?
Yep.
Okay.
How many tons do you think this is?
That's one thing is you're going to want to take it to a scale and get it weighed because that'll tell you what you can set your tire pressures at. But you're probably about 32,000 pounds would be my guess. Somewhere between 30 and 32.
Guys look good?
Yep.
Still?
Mm-hmm. This is
I
weird.
really want you to film speed again. Right? Runaway bus or what?
Yeah. So we'll
Back on the
your backup camera should come in real handy here, but I think I'm going to go move those exhaust parts just in case you're too far that way. And I'll go out there and help guide you too. Which side do you need more help on? The passenger side? So his air horns under here, they sounded so terrible, so weak. And it turns out there was mud dauber nests in them. So we got the Scenicruiser on the pad. Now we have 2. It's almost a scale. Looks pretty good. So we've got that bypassed on the cylinder. We took it for a road test. It did real good. So I'm pretty confident that he's going to make it back to his place. And then hopefully over the winter we'll pull it off and see if I got an extra head for it at home. If it needs a new head, if the valve seat came out or something like that, or if the valve damaged the head. But we'll get up to the shop there that's heated over the winter time and tear into it. But for now, it's a 7 V71 and it's got enough power to, it made it up the hill, so should be good.